Diddy's mother and twin daughters visit him before the big statement that they released. Listen, we got to talk about that and a lot more. But before we get into it, please let me introduce myself. My name is Sebastian and I spill pop culture tea videos every single day. So if you're looking for a new messy best friend, you have found me. I'm covering all things Diddy, Kardashians, Bieber, Selena Gomez, you name it, I'm covering it. So make sure to hit that subscribe button, girl. Oh, girl, I said a lot of words in that one little breath. I'm going to tell you guys something. You know, when Diddy's mother released that statement, I was like, ma'am, take a melatonin and a chamomile and sit your ass down, girl. Seriously, with all due respect, ma'am. I just have to say, like, her statement, I believe, made things so much worse for Diddy. And bringing Cassie into the mix and just saying all these, like, barbaric things about her son, which are just complete craziness, is absolutely insane to me. Now, I will just take a second to say, I cannot imagine if the mother was not aware of anything, okay? Let's just for a second give her that benefit of the doubt. If the mom was not aware of anything that Diddy was doing, allegedly doing, I should say, then I would say this has to be the biggest shock of her life, and I am sending her a lot of love. But something inside of me tells me that she was quite aware of these alleged allegations. But anyways, girl, so TMZ's reporting that Diddy's mom and twins paid him a visit in jail before speaking up for him. So it says here, Diddy's mother and his twins visited him behind bars in Brooklyn. And the visit was so compelling for his mom, she broke her silence on her son's legal troubles. Now, do you guys remember that statement? Did you guys, I don't know if you guys watched that video, but if you didn't, I'm going to just put the statement really quickly here so you guys can see it. So check this out. So Janice says, I come to you today as a mother that is devastated and profoundly saddened by the allegations made against my son, Sean Combs. It is heartbreaking to see my son judged not for the truth, but for a narrative created out of lies, to bear witness what seems to be like a public lynching of my son before he has had the opportunity to prove his innocence is a pain too unbearable to put into words. Like every human being, my son deserves to have his day in court, to finally share his side and to prove his innocence. I am not here to portray my son as perfect because he is not. He has made mistakes in his past, as we all have. My son may not have been entirely truthful about certain things, such as denying he has ever gotten violent with his ex-girlfriend, there we go, when the hotel surveillance showed otherwise. Sometimes the truth and a lie become so closely intertwined that it becomes terrifying to admit one part of the story, especially when that truth is outside the norm or is too complicated to be believed. This is why I believe my son's civil legal team opted to settle the ex-girlfriend's lawsuit instead of contesting it until the end, resulting in a ricochet effect as the federal government used the decisions against my son by interpreting it as an admission of guilt. It is important to recognize that none of us, regardless of our stature, are immune to fear or mistakes. Not being entirely straightforward about one issue does not mean my son is guilty of the repulsive allegations and the grave charges leveled against him. Many individuals who were wrongfully convicted and later exonerated had their freedom taken from them, not because they were guilty of the crimes they were accused of, but because they didn't fit the image of what this society considers to be a good person. History has showed us how individuals can wrongfully convicted due to their past actions or mistakes. Watching the world make jokes and laugh at my son's life crumbling before our eyes is something I can never forget. It is truly agonizing to watch the world turn against my son so quickly and easily over lies and misconceptions, without ever hearing his side or affording him the opportunity to present his side. These lies thrown at him are motivated by those seeking a financial gain and not justice. These individuals saw how quickly my son's civil legal team settled his ex-girlfriend's lawsuit, so they believed they can receive a quick payday for falsely accusing my son. Your son's lawsuit with his ex is because he was dead fucking wrong of what he did. Sorry, all right? Your son, what he did to Cassie is disgusting. That is why they settled. That is why he didn't have a pot to piss in. I'm so sorry, girl. But after what he did to Cassie, I'm not going to feel bad for nobody. Anywho,
This injustice has been unbearable to make matters. Okay, sorry, girl. Believe it quickly. False allegations of SA thwart true victims of SV from getting the justice they deserve. To make matters worse, the federal government is now using these lies to prosecute my son. This injustice has been unbearable for the family. The worst part of this ordeal is watching my beloved son be stripped of his dignity, not for what he did, but for what people choose to believe about him. I ask his supporters, fans, colleagues, friends, and the public to not judge him before you've had the chance to hear his side. I beg you to think about those who have been wrongfully persecuted, to remember that not everyone who has made mistakes in life deserves to have their entire existence judged by a single action or a few mistakes. My son is not the monster they have painted him to be, and he deserves a chance to tell his side. I can only pray that I am alive to see him speak his truth and be vindicated. Respectfully submitted on the behalf of Janice Smalls Combs and the Combs family.
All right, so let's continue. So it says, sources close to the situation tell TMZ Diddy's mom, Janice Combs, and his teenage twin daughters, Delilah and Jessie, spent time with him last week at the Metropolitan Detention Center. The four family members went to a visiting area where they were able to hug and converse under supervision by jail staff. Sources say this meeting was the first time Delilah and Jessie were able to see their father since his arrest last month, and they were very eager to visit him, traveling all the way from their home in California. The visit was incredibly emotional for everyone, and after seeing her son, Janice felt compelled to speak out on his behalf because she felt like he was going through something he didn't deserve. As reported, Janice issued a statement Sunday saying, in part, to bear witness to what seems like a public lynching of my son before he has the opportunity to prove his innocence is a pain too unbearable to put into words. Janice also said her son is not the monster that the people have painted him out to be. Diddy has now seen all of his adult children at MDC Brooklyn, where he's being held. So Diddy's family, sources say Diddy is happy his family all stopped by to see him, and he's very family oriented. So let's talk about this. I made a video about his twins, and in the video, I got a lot of flack for it actually, because I felt bad for them. They're 17 years old. They lost their mom, Kim Porter, may she rest in peace. And now they don't have a father. Some people are saying that, oh, they were aware of everything, but they're 17 years old. And something that you guys probably didn't know is Kim Porter's best friend has been supervising and taking care, basically raising the twins for a while now. So maybe they really didn't have anything, to do with it. Maybe they didn't know anything. So imagine losing your mom at an age that, you really need her as a young lady's, and then losing your father. If he was so family oriented, maybe he shouldn't have done what he did, to Cassie, because that's the only thing we have seen. And then all these other alleged allegations are coming out. Where was your family orientating when you were beating Cassie up in the hotel? Was that something you wanted to show your daughters? Was that the dad of the year that you wanted to show how a man should treat a woman? Sit the fuck down. You listen, I'm so sorry, and I say this in all my videos, and I know I sound like a broken record, but after that Cassie video, I have zero patience for Diddy. And then on top of it, you add all these other allegations. And to Janice Combs, his mother, listen, the allegations that are out there are horrible. So right now, I'm focusing on what I have seen with my eyes, and that was your son beating up a woman, Cassie, in the hotel room, knocking her while she was on the ground. That is undefendable. That is disgusting. That is coward. Okay, that is coward behavior. And if that is the wonderful teachings you want to teach your daughter, then shame on you. I feel sorry for them. I know I sound mean, I sound horrible, but I just don't have not 1 ounce of patience for any type of physical abuse. I cannot witness it. I hate it. I think it's disgusting. As a victim myself, I will not tolerate, and I think it's disgusting. So I just have to say, I feel so bad for his twin daughters, because he most likely will be gone for many, many years. And they now have to be in a world without both of their parents. Luckily, they have brothers and sisters, or brothers. Luckily, they have Kim Porter's best friend who's been, helping raising them. And, hopefully they know that what Diddy did to Cassie, they do not deserve. So I just hope and pray that they know that that is not correct. I hope and pray that they know that that is coward behavior. I hope they know that nobody deserves to lay a hand on you. Okay? I just want to say one last thing before I let you go. Kim Porter's passing to these girls, I know, was life-changing. And there's a lot of memes, there's a lot of people making fun of them and being harsh on them, but I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt that they had absolutely no idea what was going on. And for that, I feel so sorry for them. And I actually do pray for them, because they are just 17 years old. And I'm sure it was not easy to see their father like that. I'm sure it was not easy seeing their father beat another woman up. I'm sure it's not easy to hear these allegations about their father. I'm sure it's not easy. And I'm also giving the mother benefit of the doubt, even though a lot of people believe that she knew what was allegedly going on. But I will give that the benefit of the doubt, and I feel for them. But the way that his mother kind of brushed off the whole Cassie thing, it just kind of really makes you wonder, like, that's really how you think? That's really how you go about your life? Those are your thoughts? So then at the same time, I'm just like, I don't feel sorry for that woman. I'm so sorry. I feel for the girls. I definitely feel for the girls. But his mother is a mess. I'll just put it out there, girl. I'm so sorry. Just alone what he did to Cassie, I feel like he deserves to be in jail. And then on top of you had all these allegations, then, we'll let God handle that. But there's no room for physical abuse in my book. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. A lot of people are saying that, he basically, was, I really don't know. I don't know what to believe in this, what I'm about to tell you, but there are rumors that, he thought that making statements from his mom or his children, it was going to change the public's perception of him. But I just have to say, like, it just made matters worse, if I'm being very honest. So what do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you guys. I'm so grateful and thankful for you guys. And I just really want to say this really quickly. If you have been a victim or are a victim of any type of physical or mental or SA abuse, I need you to know that you need to remember that you are worthy of a good life and a good partner who will respect you, respect your boundaries, and will never lay a finger on you, okay? I need you to remember your worth. I need you to remember that you deserve a good and happy life, and you deserve happy, respectful people around you who respect your boundaries and uplift you, okay? I love you. I'm grateful for you. I know that maybe I'm showing you guys a different side of me, but I have been physically abused by an ex, and it taught me that for the duration of the time I was with him, I was so mentally drained by him, and I thought that I did not deserve anything. And I promised myself, if I ever had a platform, I'm going to remind everyone out there that they deserve better, because no one said that to me, because no one knew. I had to pretend everything was okay. But that's why now I'm very vocal about it. So I love you all. My DMs are always open. And just thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah.